All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, tight. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check three. Watch it.
First carry for James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On second down, it's Gordon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So first and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
Come on,
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On the set. Not 40, not 40. Get the ball.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
2nd and 9 now. He'll get this to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receiver.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's going to launch it for Washington. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the... And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Jalen Samuels, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's just me and you.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 22-yard
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Now Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Middle. Check, check. Check, check. Go, go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The end result, 21 yards. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Ben to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can eat.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
On the run is Connor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, exit.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
230. 44. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22. Roethlisberger now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Roethlisberger going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to launch it for Washington. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And it's second down.
Jack 16.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Roethlisberger will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger. And a catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike Popo. Come on. Shoot. Check 99.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
All right now. Left 5. Mike 49. Watch the run. They're running it. Switch. Alert. Say. Easy. Flare.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Wilson's got it complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 11th touchdown of the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumble.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
That gets him the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the I. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Check, check. Take both of them. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Quarter.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey,